Hi friends, it's Misty. Okay, let's get to it. Today I want to talk about a couple of different things. We're going to continue talking about plants. Yesterday we talked about the different parts of a plant, and today we're going to talk about the life cycle of a plant. And the word cycle kind of sounds like the word circle, and that makes sense because a cycle goes around and around and around, just like a bicycle, like the wheels on a bicycle go around and around and around. A cycle goes around and around and around. So we're going to talk about the life cycle of a plant. First thing we're going to do is check in on our little buddy here. It's not growing yet, but it looks just fine. We're going to give it a little water. Okay, that looks good. And we're going to put it off to rest. And when I get up, I'll put it right back by the window so it can get some nice sunshine. All right, so here we go. We're talking about a plant's life cycle, specifically a flower's life cycle. Just like our flower's life cycle. This kind of a flower, like a sunflower that has that seed pod in the middle, that's the kind of flower we're talking about today. So you can see that it's like a circle. And there are 5 spots on the circle for the parts, for each part of the flower's life cycle. So, and we can start anywhere because each part just keeps going and going and going and going. So, what we're going to start with, actually, I'm going to show you 5 pictures, and then we're going to figure out which one can come first and what goes next, next, last. Okay? So, the pictures that I have, and I'm going to mix them up so they're not in order. I have a picture of seeds that have grown roots, and that says roots. Okay. I have a picture of a little sprout that has started to grow from the soil. I have a picture of seeds that were planted in the soil. That says planted. I have a picture of seeds that are blowing in the wind. And I have a picture of a flower. That says flower. Okay? So we can start anywhere, but I think the picture that I want to start with is this one, the seeds. Okay? So these seeds are blowing in the air, and they land just like in a tiny seed that you guys heard the story. They're blowing in the air, and they land on the ground. And that is the first piece of our flower's life cycle. You need seeds. Without seeds, you cannot have a plant. Okay? So I'm going to put the seeds right at the top of our life cycle. Okay? Then we're going to go this way. And once the seeds blow down to the ground, what do you think happens? Or if you have some seeds, what's the next step? What do you do with those seeds? That's right, you plant them in the soil, just like we did with the sunflower seeds with our little plant. Okay, so I'm going to put that one next, right here. So we had seeds, and now our seeds have been planted. Okay, so which picture, I'm going to show you 3 pictures. Which picture is going to come next? We have seeds planted, Are they going to immediately turn into a flower? Are they going to grow a bud right away, a little sprout? Or are they going to start to grow roots? That's right, they're going to start to grow roots. That's what happens after you plant seeds. They start to grow roots in the ground. So that's the next step in the cycle. Okay? So we have seeds, they get planted in the soil, and they begin to grow roots. All right, once those seeds have grown roots, what happens next? Of course, we can't go straight to being a grown-up without being a little kid first. Yes, it starts to sprout. That's the first step. That's the first thing we're going to see. When our plant starts to finally grow, we're going to see a little green sprout come right up out of the soil. Okay? So that is definitely what comes next. So we have seeds. The seeds are planted. They start to grow roots, and a little sprout starts to grow. And last but not least, you got it, it grows to be a flower. So that's the last part of the flower life cycle. It grows to be a flower, and then when that flower starts to get a little bit older and it starts to wilt a little bit, the seed pod comes loose, and the seeds start to blow away, or they fall right where that flower was, and it lets other flowers grow. So the cycle continues. The cycle goes on and on and on. Each flower with those seeds can make more and more and more flowers. That's a flower life cycle. Now I have a book for you, and the book is not about the flower life cycle, but it's called Let's Be Happy. And really what we're trying to do by planting flowers and talking about springtime, we're getting happy, we're being excited, we're thinking about the times that are coming when we can all be together again, when we can get outside in the sunshine and play and go to school and just be together. So that's why I want to read this book, especially since we have our Zoom meeting tomorrow at noon. Don't forget, grown-ups, 12 o'clock, I'll be there. I hope all of you are. So this book is called Let's Be Happy, and it's so important right now. It's by P.K. Hallinan. I like to be happy. It's the very best way to start out each morning and end up each day. And so I've decided to do all the things that make people happy and make my heart sing. So they're helping their mommy. I hope all of you guys, since you're home, you're doing a lot of things to help. I play outdoors with a big cheerful smile. I jump into chores and hum the whole while. So he plays and he helps. And often I whistle as I work in the yard. Then hardly, if ever, is the yard work too hard. And there are those flowers growing. It looks like springtime. I laugh with my friends and enjoy what we share. I joyfully help them to show that I care. And when problems come and others grow glum, I try to be upbeat and even have fun. It's okay to have fun. Yes, I like to be happy, whatever I do, on dark rainy days and on snowy ones too. Hopefully we won't have any more snowy ones until next winter. Because time after time, I've happened to find that just being happy begins in my mind. Think of happy things. So I choose to be happy and offer some light to those who are sad or not feeling right. And I'll do what I can to brighten each day for all of the people who wander my way. For when all's said and done, I've learned that it's true. When I'm giving out happiness, then I'm happy too. Okay, we're going to make a craft next. It's really cool. So I'll see you in just a minute. And I really hope to see everyone tomorrow on that Zoom meeting.